Hello everybody, this is Sirk1983 back with you, and as you can probably tell from the music here, I'm not exactly in Balam anymore. I actually went back to Balam Garden for a particular reason that will be, I'll just sort of nudge things along here as I'm prone to talking in these past few videos, but anyway. Yeah, to go into, I mentioned all the weapons that are useful at this point of the game, and I said I would go into the two weapons for the two characters that are going to be joining us shortly. The first one I'll go into is the Cardinal, because it'll be the first person we meet. Her name is Renoa, anyways, but yeah, you'll know who she is when you see her. The Cardinal, it's her second best weapon of the game. It uses one Cockatrice Pinion. You can card mod that from the Cockatrice card. Mesmerized Blade, again, card mod from a Mesmerized card. And a Sharp Spike, which you can get from the Grand Mantis or a Deathclaw card. After that, there's the Bismarck. It's basically a gun. There's somebody that's going to be joining us later on in the disc that actually uses guns, and yeah, so this weapon will be for him. So you'll want two steel pipes. You get those from two Elastoid cards. I don't know how to describe what they look like, but yeah, you'll see the name of it if you win it. It also takes 4 Dynamo Stones. Yeah, you get those from the 4 Blitz cards. And it takes 18 screws. 8 screws. Sorry, I'm thinking of a different weapon anyway. So 8 screws, which you can get those from 2 Gizzard cards again. I also mentioned that I would be going into Quistis's best weapon, the Save the Queen. But while I was looking that up, I also found some rather interesting tidbits about the fact that you can actually, with the exception of one weapon, you can actually get the best weapon for everybody, with the exception of one person, on the first disc. So I found that kind of interesting. But anyway, I'll just go into the Save the Queen right now, and then I guess I'll try to briefly touch on the all the other ones for Squall, for Zell, for Selfie, and so on and so forth. The Save the Queen for Quistis, it's one part of it is actually pretty time consuming, but the fact that it's the best weapon in the game, I usually consider that enough of an incentive for me to get it, because it'll be the last weapon you ever have to upgrade for Quistis again. So the Save the Queen takes 2 Malboro Tentacles, which you can refine from 8 Malboro cards. It takes 4 Sharp Spikes, which you can get from 4 Grand Mantis cards or 4 Deathclaw cards. And this is the one that takes a bit of time. It's the 4 Energy Crystals, and from the fact that it takes 10 Elnoil cards to refine into 1 energy crystal, you can imagine how many Elnoil cards you're going to need. So yeah, so that's you might want to keep in mind those people I mentioned earlier on about being fairly reliable for the Elnoil cards. So yeah, that's those three sets of items there will get you the Save the Queen for Quistis. Now, as I mentioned about the fact that you can get virtually everybody's best weapon in the game before you leave the first chapter of the game, I'll go into the Lionheart, since that's going to be one that I'm actually planning on getting. But since these other ones seem to be pretty much in places along the way, then I figure, why not? Try to get them all. Just to get it out of the way. Alright, so the Lionheart is Squall's, or Cyrix, whatever, his best weapon of the game. It takes 1 Adamantine. You get that from there's only one enemy in this entire game that drops it. It's called an Adamantoise. Judging from the name, it's a giant turtle, pretty much. And you can actually find that around Dalit. Later in the game, we'll end up we'll end up around Galbadia. And Dalit is actually pretty much right around the corner from Galbadia, and I think it is actually there are some paths that are blocked off, but I think you can actually get to Dalit again. The only problem with going to Dalit once you get to that part of the game is that you will lose points toward your C rank, so you may see your seed rank go down a rank or two, but like I said, you're going to be getting the best weapons in the game while you're doing this, so it should be enough incentive to let it slide like that. Anyway, so yeah, you need 1 Adamantine for the Lionheart, and on top of that you need 4 Dragon Fangs. This is another item you can get from like a random drop from a creature you can fight. Well, we won't really be fighting him. We'll be carding him around one of the areas that's going to be on our docket in terms of what's coming up. After Timber anyway. So yeah, it's pretty near where. If you've played this game before, it's actually in an area right around the East Academy Station. It's just north. It's east northeast of the East Academy Station in a forested area apparently. The other item you need are 12 pulse ammo, and those you can get from getting 20 Elnoil cards. Refine the Elnoil cards into the 20 Elnoil cards into 2 energy crystals, and then use the ammo refinability to refine those into 20 pulse ammo, and yeah, you'll end up with the 12 that you need. Now to go into the weapons that I actually looked up, and you can actually get them before the end of the game as well. There's the shooting star. That's Renoa's best weapon. And then there's the air guys, which is Zell's best weapon. Best gloves, the Strange Vision, which is Selphie's best weapon, and the Exeter is the only one that you cannot get in the first or even the second disc of this game, because there's one item it has, a Moonstone, that you do not get until you're into the third disc. So and you cannot get it modded from any cards or anything like that. So yeah, that's the only one you cannot get by the end of this disc. The Shooting Star is 2 windmills. Again, you get those from Abyssworm cards. A Regen Ring you get from 10 Chimera cards. Again, you can just play cards for that. A Force Armlet. Again, it comes from an enemy around the same area where you get the Dragon Fangs from. So the Dragon Fangs you'll end up having to card a few Grendel creatures around like east of the East Academy Station. And there's another enemy, the Ochu. You can when you start carding him, he'll hopefully eventually drop a Force Armlet. I think this is one. I think there's 3. I'm not sure if there's only one creature that drops it or not, but I think there's actually 3 of them. But this one is the most immediate one anyway. So yeah, you get the Force Armlet from the Ochu in the same area that you get the Dragon Fangs, and then on top of that you get 2 energy crystals you need. So 20 Elnoil cards again. So that's for Renoa's best weapon, and for Zell's best weapon you need 1 adamantine. You get that around Dalit. 4 dragon skins, again, you get those from Anacondors in terms of the most immediate enemy, and those are frequented around Dalit again. So yeah, you'll be able to get 2 items while you're around there. You know, get the adamantine and the dragon skins. So you need 1 adamantine, 4 dragon skins, and then the last one is a 1 fury fragment. Those ones you can that you can actually get from refining or card modding 4 blue dragon cards, and you will be able to get them while you're in Balam, in the town of Balam, when you're playing cards or whatever before you leave for Timber. Now for Selphie's best weapon, the Strange Vision. She takes 1 adamantine, 3 star fragments. You can get those from card modding 9 Iron Giant cards, and then 2 curse spikes, so 2 triphase cards. So yeah, all of those items are available in the upcoming areas before we even get through to the climax of disc 1. So I'm actually end up trying to do that. And who knows, maybe even you guys would like to get your hand in that as well. Also, like I said, you can't get the Exeter before the end of this disc, but why not try to get the items anyway? Because all it takes are 2 Dino Bones, so from T-Rex Arc cards or Armadodo cards, and 2 Star Fragments. You get those from the Iron Giant cards, and then 18 Screws, so 4 Gizzard cards. So yeah, you can just stock up on those and just wait until you get to Esthar, one of the, I guess you might recognize that name from a guy we talked to right at the beginning of the game, talking about this evil sorceress and all that. So yeah, we'll end up going to that city. So you can just stock all these items pretty much while you're in town of Balam. You don't really need to, because like I said, we're we're not really going to be going through like every battle, gung ho, like kill everything and all that. So yeah, the weapons are fun to have, especially the Lionheart. I mean, the Lionheart is really the only one that affects anybody's limit break. So maybe you'll want to get the air guys as well, because it'll help Zell do some more damage in his limit break for boss fights. So yeah, if you decide you want to go the route, get a few extra ultimate weapons, then yeah, just get the Lionheart and the air guys, and you should be good to go for the rest of the game. And just keep everybody on their second best weapons, you could say. After that, actually, I think that's it. Finally, anyways, but as you can tell, I'm out of time, and yeah, finally we're done the lowdown, and I'll start off with the card playing, showing you a few tricks in the next video. So this is Cyric 1983 signing off. Have a good one.